Hi guys, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the Achilles, the Tier 6 British tank destroyer. Now this isn't the video I was planning to bring out today. I've been away for just over a week, not that many videos, and unfortunately I had a bereavement, and on top of that, between Netflix binges and work, and on top of that, to be honest, not really being in the mood for tanks this week. I haven't released too many videos, or haven't been able to sit down and make too many videos, but I did plan to have a big video today, put a lot of effort into it, and is it worth it video, but I just started getting too tired, so I'm about halfway through that video. I just started getting too tired, making too many mistakes, having to redo too many parts, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to give up on that and finish it tomorrow. So you're probably going to get an Is It Worth It on the channel tomorrow, and in the meantime I said I'd just put this one together really quickly. I do apologize, but this is a significant game for a couple of reasons. One, it's the very first game I played in 9.12, so I installed 9.12, finally got around to installing 9.12. This is the very first game I played, so I'm basically playing around with my mods, trying to get them correct in this game, set up the way I want them. It's also the very final game in the Achilles. This is the game I hadn't gotten Ace Tanker in this tank up till now. This was the game where I got enough XP in order to unlock the Tier 7 challenge. Yeah, it's the Challenger Tier 7. So this is my final game in the Achilles, and it happened to be the Ace Tanker. Now the Achilles is an M10. It's an M10 Wolverine, but it's armed with the 17-pounder gun because it's a British tank, and the British forces preferred the 17-pounders, mainly down to the fact they had lots of ammunition for them over the American 75mm, just like the Americans preferred the 75mm over the 17-pounder because it was much easier to get their hands on ammunition. But this is the British version of the Wolverine, and you can see it comes with the standard 17-pounder, 171mm of penetration, 150 damage. That's not great for a tank destroyer, especially a Tier 6 tank destroyer, so the alpha damage is lacking. However, the tank does have good accuracy and a decent rate of fire to make up for that lack of alpha damage. This is my first game. It's in 9.12, I should say. It's here on Malinovka, and looking at the teams, I noticed that the enemy team aren't particularly strong, and I decided to do something I don't do very often, and that's work the 1-2 lines here on Malinovka. So my plan is to use my view range and work the 1-2 lines. Now the problem, I didn't like the Achilles. In fact, I sold it after this game. I didn't like the Achilles too much because of the lack of gun depression. I love the 17-pounder, love it on most of the tanks that are fitted with a 17-pounder, but I just, you can see me playing with my mods here, trying to get gun depression. And the shot goes low and the Stug dies. Yeah, so I'm playing around with my mods, make a few mistakes at the beginning of the game due to the fact I'm not used to the crosshairs, not used to the color scheme, I believe, at the time. And I'm just looking for shots.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So it's not a fantastic start to the game. We do a little bit of damage to the Marder 38T, but I'm shooting a lot of lower tier tanks. Oh, had a shot, but he was behind fences. So, as I say, I'm trying to get outlines, having problems with the way my mods are set up. They're working fine here, but at the time of installing them they weren't. So that was full assistance damage on the T-34. So I'm using binocs and a camo net, so I'm getting a lot of assistance damage, take out the Marder 38T. So still getting used to the mods, and I decide, you know what, time to push. So as I'm top tier, even though I don't have great armor, I think I've got a little bit more responsibility to get spots and do damage in this game. A lot of our team are still camping spawn, but as I suspected, a lot of the enemy team are camping spawn. I don't have 6th sense on this tank as per usual. I'm playing the tank with a bad crew. My good crews are usually reserved for higher tier tanks. I use my lower tier tanks and premiums to train up crews, but doing a lot of damage to that T-25 tier 5 premium tank. And now he's gone. I decide to push up a little bit more. So you can see I'm moving from bush to bush, just sitting in, letting my binocs kick in as I'm advancing slowly from bush to bush. So I haven't done a lot of damage, only 1 kill, only 640 damage so far. Oh, S35CA. Now, if he hadn't been using binocs, I probably would have been spotted there. Or if he had been using binocs, I probably would have been spotted, but doesn't look as if I have been. So there's kill number 2, move up. Oh, AT8, that's a dangerous customer, shoot on the move. So no gun depression, slow turret traverse. Like most turreted TDs, very, very slow turret traverse, but no sixth sense, no idea whether or not I've been spotted advancing into this position, so want to come up very, very carefully, just see if we can spot anything, get side shots. Can't get an outline on this guy. As I say, I've been playing around with my mods. There's that accuracy. Had nothing to shoot at but a cupola. We managed to pen the shot. Go for a blind shot. And now it's time just to slowly advance. There's an OI experimental in the middle. Now, if he's got a derp gun, or if he's firing HE, he can do a lot of damage to me. And he's the guy I'm actually more focused on than the AT8. Kind of hoping someone will spot him, but no one is, so we'll move up. Get one into the AT8. Oh, he's starting to turn. Track him. RT has been spotted, and I do have an outline. And I sit here. I've definitely been spotted. Thankfully, a reverse just as he fires. He misses. And we've enough rate of fire to take him out, so I know the AT8 is probably waiting for me. Oh, by the way, the Chieftain on his YouTube channel is doing a very, very nice series on the Achilles at the moment, so if you want to know more about the tank, I do advise checking that out on YouTube. But just pushing forward, looking for spots. Our team have advanced basically down the 9-0 line. They've encountered nothing but the OI experimental. Not much to shoot at here. And to be honest, on the outline, I couldn't even tell, really, what way this tank was facing at the time I was playing this. Suddenly realized he's facing this way. Don't have any shots. Decide to track him, move up so that I can get a better shot into his track wheel. And we bounce our kill shot. So, change to his cupola, finish him off for kill number 4. So there's still 2 RT, I'm on the move again. There were 3 RT in this game, still 2 in play. And a Dicker Max and a Hellcat, so a lot of tanks with decent camo rating. And someone just took a shot at the Su-85. I want this guy to move out of the way. I want to use the bushes, want to use bush mechanics, use my binocs. Hummel has been spotted. And rush shot. You got to let this gun aim in fully, or at least have a decent crew. Nick the kill for kill number 5. So still 4 tanks left on the enemy team. So yeah, I mean, this tank, it's great when it's top tier. I think the Achilles suffers a little bit when it gets into higher tier games, when it gets into tier 8 games. But as top tier, I think it's still pretty good. It's not the most maneuverable, but it's fast enough. And as I say, the only real issue I have with this tank is the gun depression. So, moving up, still 3 tanks left on the enemy team, 2 tank destroyers. OI, I was expecting to be further north with the Hellcat, but the Hellcat gets taken out. OI is down to the left. We've got side shots, and someone else takes out the Hellcat, Dicker Max. We finish off the OI experimental for kill number 6, and there is the first game I played in 9.12. So as I say, final game in the Achilles, and thankfully it was the Ace Tanker that gave me enough XP to unlock the Challenger at tier 7. Sold the Achilles, I don't think there's any point in keeping it. It's okay, it's just, as I say, the gun depression is annoying. But as well as the Ace, we picked up High Caliber and Top Gun. We finished top on XP with 1168, 1879 damage done, 6 kills. And top tier, I think the Achilles is quite strong, but it will struggle in tier 8 games. We fired 30 shots, only hit 23. As I say, I was having problems with outlines, having problems with my reticule, just playing around with the new mod install. Of the 23 hits, we only managed to pen 17, which is a little bit disappointing considering I was top tier. 171mm of penetration should have been more than good enough. We managed to do almost 1,000 or 900 assistance damage to go with the 1,900 damage we did. We spotted 2, damaged 9, destroyed 6, and earned 35,000 credits with a premium account. 1,752 overall on a ×2. First game of the day, left me on 3,504. Yeah, the Achilles, I didn't hate this tank, didn't like it enough to keep it, and it's not very good stock, so I really do advise trying to get the final gun for this tank as soon as possible. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, but just not worth keeping in my opinion. Anyhow, there's going to be a bigger video out tomorrow as soon as I get some sleep and get it finished, and is it worth it? I'm not going to tell you what tank, I'm going to leave that as a surprise, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.